guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my nighttime skincare routine. I did my daytime or my AM skincare routine last week. If you missed it and you are curious about that video, I will go ahead and put a link to that video in my description box below so that you can take a look at it if you are curious. In today's video, I'm just going to kind of walk you through what I do from week to week as part of my nighttime skincare routine. It is a little bit complicated, so I do kind of follow a little timeline, and I'm going to go ahead and put that little timeline in my description box below just in case you want to come back and reference it. But everything kind of revolves around my Retin-A application. As most of you know, I apply my Retin-A once a week, typically on a Thursday, and I typically apply the highest strength there is, which is a 0.1%. If you're curious as to why I only apply Retin-A once a week, well then I will go ahead and link that video in my description box also so that it makes more sense to you. So anyways, I'm going to do the best that I can in walking you through my little timeline. I have just found that it is a routine that just kind of works well for me. I enjoy the way that my skin looks following this little weekly routine. So hope you enjoy. Let's go ahead and jump in. I'm going to tie my hair back and then I'll start taking off my makeup and walk you through the steps. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing that I do is take off my eye makeup. And this is the most depressing part. I don't know if you guys have seen it. There's like this meme and it's like this panda bear with the dark circles around its eyes, and then all of a sudden they remove the dark round circles that you're so used to seeing, and then it's just left with these beady little eyes. And it says that, you know, that's how women feel when we take off our eye makeup, and it's totally how I feel about it. So, ugh. Anyways, let's go ahead and do this. So the way that I take off my eye makeup is with this Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. It's for waterproof makeup, and I always wear waterproof mascara, so it's definitely necessary. And the way that I do it is I take a little Q-tip and I drop a bunch of drops on it, and I just saturate the end, and then I just glide it across my eyelid. And all I'm doing is I'm just really trying to loosen up, you know, all that eyeshadow and stuff that I have on my eyes, so that it comes off easy when I wash it. But I don't want to be, you know, I always stress how important it is to be gentle with our skin, especially the skin around our eyes, because it's already fragile. And mine, I don't know, I feel like mine has aged faster than any 44-year-old woman I know. And then I pour some on a Q-tip, and then I just kind of glide it over my eyelashes, because I'm gonna take a makeup wipe and remove the mascara with a makeup wipe. So again, this just kind of loosens it up. So the next thing I do is I take a little makeup wipe, and these are really cheap. These are $1, and they're called Wonder Refreshing Facial Cleansing Wipes. I buy them at my local grocery store. I like them because they're really, really thin, and so it allows me to put it on my eyelashes and just kind of gently rub back and forth, and that's how I remove my waterproof mascara. I don't do any tugging. I just kind of grab my little eyelashes there and rub back and forth, and it just removes the mascara without pulling out any eyelashes. Okay, so now that I have gotten the eye makeup off, now I'm going to go ahead and clean my face, and I love this stuff right here. This is the CeraVe Renewing Salicylic Acid Cleaner, and it's for normal skin. It says it gently cleanses and exfoliates while softening and smoothing the skin. This is my absolute favorite cleanser. There's no sense in me trying out any more cleansers because this one just works wonderful. I love it, so I'm just always going to stick with it. Now the way that I do that so that I don't make a giant mess and it doesn't look like a little duck splashed around in my sink is I go ahead and I put some in my hand, and I suds it up and I apply it to my face. And like I showed you guys in my daytime video, I take this little, it's one of the Artiste dupes, and it was pretty inexpensive. I got a whole pack for like $25. And I wet it and I really, really saturate it. Then I take it and I just run my thumb across it, and that gets rid of all the excess water, and then that's how I remove most of my makeup. As you can see, there's no dripping. I don't have water splash all over my shirt. And I do that a few times. And this just kind of loosens it all up so that I can give it a final rinse and then, get it all off. So the next thing I do as part of my nighttime skincare routine, and this remains the same every single night, is I take my Derma-E anti-wrinkle toner with vitamin A and glycolic acid, and I wipe down one more time with that. Now this just really helps to dissolve any of the flakiness and stuff that I typically have from Retin-A. And this is just one of my holy grails. You'll see it in every skincare routine. I use it daytime and nighttime. It's just really, really gentle. So and I just really kind of saturate my skin because I do just allow that to sit on my skin and do its job. Now, because I am flaking just a little bit from Retin-A, there is a tiny bit of stinging, and I think that if you're somebody who's not used to using glycolic acid, the first few times that you use it, there might be more stinging than what I experienced because I've been using it for a while. So then I just kind of let that sit on my skin and until it dries. Usually it takes about, I don't know, just a few minutes. So I'm going to wait for that to happen and then we'll move forward. Okay, so this is the place in my skincare routine where things kind of change depending on what day it is. If it were a Thursday, and that is the night that I typically apply my Retin-A. Now I either apply Retin-A or I apply my Sanita's Retinol Peeling Cream. This is a level 3. And this stuff is just really incredible. To me, it is a dupe for the 0.1% Retin-A. However, you don't need a prescription for it. Now, the only difference is that your body knows exactly what to do with Retin-A when you apply it to your skin. With a retinol, with a high concentration retinol, it requires an enzyme in order to convert retinol into retinoic acid. So there is definitely going to be a little bit of a delay in the shedding or peeling process. With Retin-A, I typically start to see that flaking and peeling about day 2 or 3. With the Sanita's Retinol Peeling Cream Level 3, it usually takes about 3 or 4 days in order to start seeing that peeling. But the peeling is very, very similar. So anyways, I love both of these. So if it were a Thursday night, I would, right after I cleansed and toned and dried my skin, I would wait probably about 10 or 15 minutes, and then I would apply one of these and put on some eye cream and call it a night. On any other given night, this is the time in my routine where I apply my vitamin C. So let's go ahead and do that. This is my VD Skincare Vitamin C. It's a 20% concentration. This stuff is just absolutely incredible. It has a very serum-like consistency, so it dries really fast. So let me go ahead and put that on. I do put this all over my face, all over my neck. Sometimes I will take it down my chest, and I will definitely take it all around my eyes, and it seems just gentle enough. This stuff is just so incredible. It makes your skin feel so soft. On top of it, it almost blurs your skin. It's just incredible, incredible. So let's go ahead and put that on. But I seem to go through it pretty fast because I bathe in it practically. Okay, so after I have applied my vitamin C, this stuff literally takes about 30 seconds to dry and to be absorbed. So the next thing that I'm going to reach for is going to be my eye cream. Now during the evenings, I really like to do both repair and deep moisturization. So I've got this product right here. It's made by a company called Eva Naturals, and it's a youth restoring eye gel. It has matrixyl 3000 amino acids, and it's got a peptide complex. I'm really into peptides right now. Peptides are just, they're tricky little ingredients, and I love that about them. They're a little mischievous. But what they do when you apply them to your skin, they actually trick your skin into thinking that it's damaged, so your body naturally sends collagen to do some repair. So what it does is it just really encourages more collagen production, which is so great. So what I do is I take some of this eye gel, and then I take this coffee bean caffeine eye cream, which is one of my favorite eye creams. It's very, very emollient. It's a little bit heavy, so it's probably best suited for nighttime use. So, but I love it, and I have used it during the daytime too. If ever my eye area feels dry, I always reach for this. Anyways, I like to use both of these at night together because, you know, I want some really heavy moisturization and some trickery going on with the peptides. So anyways, I take them both and I just put a little on my index finger and I mix them together really well, and then I just apply it to my eye area. And this eye gel, oh, it's so wonderful because it has I think green tea or some sort of tea in it. So it has that cooling effect that I just love also. And both of these products have just all natural, you know, ingredients, which I love, of course, also. I don't know why I can't do anything with my left hand. Like, my left hand is just useless. I always have to do everything with my right hand. Okay, so the next thing that I do after I apply my eye cream, like I said, if it were a Retin-A night, then I would apply the eye cream and I would be done and I would go to bed. I don't want anything to dilute my Retin-A. I want it just to sit on my skin, my totally clean and dry skin, and just go to work, you know? So the next thing that I do is, I've got another product from Eva Naturals. This is just a new company that I discovered, and this is a collagen stimulating, skin repairing peptide complex serum, again with the peptides. It's one of my new things, peptides and niacinamides. I love them. So anyways, this is a serum also. It's a little bit thicker than the vitamin C serum, but it's definitely still a very, very light consistency. So I know it might seem like, you know, I'm just gonna layer and layer and layer, but some of these are such just really, really light consistencies that, and they get absorbed into your skin just almost immediately, that it almost feels like you don't have anything on, you know? And then of course, anything that I have left over, just kind of dab over my eye cream. You know, you can never have too many skin repairing products around your eyes, right? Okay, so this is another place in my routine where things are gonna change depending on, you know, kind of what day it is. If it is a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, which are the 3 days following my Retin-A application, I'm really gonna concentrate on rebuilding the moisture barrier and the lipid layer of my skin. Because I know that Retin-A and high concentrations of retinol can be a little bit drying. So I really want to add that moisture back. The way that I do that is I either use something like the CeraVe PM. I really love this product. It's got a lot of ceramides, niacinamide, it's got hyaluronic acid, a lot of things that are just really supposed to help just rebuild, you know, the moisture barrier. So I will either reach for that or I will reach for this. This is something that I've just newly added to my skincare routine. This is the Paula's Choice Resist Intensive Repair Cream. It's for dry and very dry skin. Now this does have retinol in it, but it's such low concentrations. It's actually 0.01% retinol. So it is a very, very low concentration. So I don't get any irritation from the retinol in this product whatsoever. If anything, it's just super, super hydrating. So those are the two that I reach for if it is a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday night. Then typically, Monday is the last day that I typically see any type of flaking or shedding or anything like that. That morning I will do a physical exfoliation, and then in the evening I will go back to using vitamin A derivatives on my skin leading up to application day, Retin-A application day. But the vitamin A derivatives that I use are not as irritating to the skin. They're actually pretty mild. One of the ones that I absolutely love is this Osmosis. This is the Renew. It's actually a level 4 vitamin A serum, but it uses Retinaldehyde instead of retinol. It's actually supposed to be a little bit more strong than retinol, but without any of the irritation or, you know, I think this is meant for people who have very sensitive skin. I can literally use this every day and I don't get any flaking, any redness, no skin sensitivities whatsoever. This stuff is just really, really phenomenal. And you can always feel the next morning that your skin just feels incredible. It just feels tight and it just feels really nice, especially in this area is where I notice it the most. Another product that I like to use, if I'm not going to be using the Osmosis, is this one. This is made by a company called Uptown Cosmeceuticals. It is a retinol 2.5% cream, and this one is very, very hydrating. I don't get any irritation from it either, so it seems, even though 2.5 seems pretty high as far as a retinol concentration, I don't get any irritation from it because I think that it just has so many other ingredients that are just extremely, extremely hydrating to the skin. So I will choose either one of those. For now, I'm actually going to use my Osmosis because I just think that this stuff is just really incredible. And it's a little funny, you know, the way you apply it. So I'm going to kind of show you what I do. I shake it up and I put about 2 squirts into my hand. I don't know if you guys can see this. It is very, very yellow. It's almost like egg yolk. It's dripping. And then you're supposed to use it with an activating mist. And I usually spray 3 pumps. Then I mix it together with my finger. And like I said, it just looks like egg yolk. And then I apply it to my skin. And you want to kind of apply it pretty fast because it wants to dry really, really fast on your skin. Has a little tiny bit of a yellow tint to it at first. But when that goes away, you're just left with this beautiful, it almost looks like a little tan or something. It's funny. And although this is a level 4 and it's supposed to be I think the highest strength of this Retinaldehyde, it is still gentle enough for me to use right up under my eyes. And I will do that. Now I know that seems like a lot of product to be layering on your skin, but it really, really isn't, and it doesn't feel heavy at all, so you would be really surprised. Especially once like 10 or 15 minutes go by, it just, you know, your skin looks better, and that's all I care about, you know. I don't care what it feels like on my skin, I just care that my skin looks better, you know. So anyways, the last thing that I address in the evenings is my chest. One product that I have been using that I feel like I have seen results with, and it's very inexpensive. I want to say it was like $17 for this bottle. This is vitamin C plus. It's got 20% vitamin C, 2% salicylic acid, 5% hyaluronic acid, 3.5% niacinamide, and 2% retinol. Those are a lot of ingredients that are being mixed together. Very, very effective ingredients. Some people are against, you know, combining all those ingredients. Mainly because they can be irritating, or they say that some of them cancel each other out. I have found that my chest has made such an improvement with this one product. And I can smell the tea tree oil too. But it's also supposed to be really good for people with acne. However, I have not used it on acne, so I cannot attest to that. But I love it, love it, love it for my chest. It does not irritate my skin at all. And I've seen a difference. I really have seen a difference. So I'll either use that, or I will use my tried and true 20% alpha hydroxy acid lotion. It's made by a company called Donell. It's an exfoliating body moisturizer. This stuff is incredible. It's got a 20% concentration of glycolic acid in this lotion, and I will use that on my chest. I usually just rotate these. One, you know, every other day, use this one. Every other day, I use that one. And I've seen an improvement. I've seen a less scaly appearance to the skin on my chest. And that is a move in the right direction for me. So I think that about covers it for my nighttime skincare routine. So that is it. That is my nighttime skincare routine in a nutshell. I hope it made sense to you. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and put that timeline of events in my description box, just in case, you know, I know it's a lot to kind of absorb and remember, but for whatever reason, it's just something that just seems to work for me. So anyways, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next week.